Do you want a better husband? I said a better husband and not necessarily a new husband. Do you want a better husband? You want a better relationship with your husband? You want a better relationship with your son? You want a better relationship with your brother? You want a better relationship with your uncle, your nephews? And men, do you want a better relationship with the men in your life? You want a better relationship with your father? You want a better relationship with your son? You want a better relationship with your brother? And that's exactly what we're going to talk about in this video. How to have better relationships. And so it's very simple. It's a common problem that we're yet to address and we're yet to overcome. We have to talk about what is the standard. How do you measure better? And for some reason, society has made us feel like having a better car, having a better home, having a better education, having a better job, having a better business is more important than having better relationships. We invest all our time and energy as to have better things, but we're not investing enough in how to have better relationships. So how do you have a better relationship? How do you even know where to even begin? So I just want to talk about a standard. Everything begins and ends with a standard. You have to have a standard. Well, what do you mean? So when I was growing up, my parents set the standard for the house. They told us, if you take it, put it back where you found it. If you open it, you close it. If you go out, be in by a certain time. They established a standard in our life. In my marriage with my wife, we have standards. We have a different set of standards. She wants the kitchen to be spotless. I just want the kitchen to be clean. As it pertains to the yard, she just wants the grass cut. I want the grass cut. I want it weeded. I want the hedges trimmed. Two different people, two different standards. So for these relationships to function the way God intended, you have to have a standard. And so even if you're dating someone, as you get to know someone and you build these relationships, you have to have the conversation about what are the standards and what are the expectations. What are the realistic expectations of it? What's their expectations for a church attendance? Do you want to go every Sunday? You want to go once a month? You want to just go on holidays? You have to have the standard talk. Nevertheless, as it pertains to money, you have to talk about what are their standards with finance. What's the minimum they want in their checking account? What's the minimum they want in their savings account? What's the minimum credit score that they want to have? You have to have a standard talk. So in the line of work I'm in, every day we have controls that we run. And those controls help us because it gives us a minimum and a maximum. And what falls in between the controls gives us the standards. And so as long as it falls in between, we say it's in control. But our relationships that we have established, we haven't established a minimum. So we'll take that away. Not only have we not established a minimum, we don't have a maximum. When you don't have a minimum or a maximum, you don't have a standard. So when people come to me and they say they have a problem, first thing I'm going to ask, so what's your standards? And that's why our young people are struggling, because we send them out in the world and they don't have a standard. Anything goes, because we haven't established the minimum or the maximum. When I was in New Orleans on the first leg of my book tour, people come to me and they ask me, it's like, what is this book about? The book is entitled, What the Bible Says to the Black Man, 25 Principles That Every Black Man Should Know. And a lot of people are interested and intrigued by the title, but then they get to asking, what's the book about? I said, it's very simple. The book has a minimum, it has a maximum, and all the book does is reestablish the standards. So if you think this book will help you, help someone that you love, you can pick it up at williamford.us or at Amazon. May God bless you. May God keep you. We'll see you on the next video.